Hello and welcome to Crossfire, the show that dives into the heart of global conflicts, where nations collide, alliances shift, and lives hang in the balance. On tonight's show, we tell you how Russian President Vladimir Putin is planning to end the Ukraine war in just 2 months. Also, the show we tell you why China is building a massive nuclear reactor and why security experts are worried. Stay tuned as we break down these critical developments and explore their impact on the future of global power and security. Could the war in Ukraine really end in just 2 months? That is the huge claim coming straight from Vladimir Putin himself. But there's a catch. Putin says it will only happen if the United States and its allies stop supporting Ukraine. Putin is calling for negotiations, but only on his terms. So is this Putin's biggest peace offer yet, or is it just a calculated power move? Our next report decodes this for you.
Is the war in Ukraine about to end? Vladimir Putin says yes, but with a catch. The Russian president now claims that if the US and its allies stop funding Ukraine, the war will be over in just 2 months. This comes right after Donald Trump is back in the White House. Trump repeated his stance that the war should have never happened and needs to end immediately. Putin's statement isn't just about military strategy. It's about money, power, and a global shift in alliances. In a televised interview, Putin made his most direct claim yet about the war's endgame. For nearly 3 years, Western nations have sent Ukraine billions in weapons, financial aid, and supplies. The US alone has spent over $75 billion on Ukraine's defense. The European Union has pledged $54 billion in additional support. Without this aid, Ukraine's military would be in crisis. And that's exactly what Putin is counting on. The perspective underscores Russia's long-standing position that Western military and financial assistance has prolonged the nearly 3-year conflict. But Putin isn't just predicting the war's end. He's deciding who he will negotiate with. He refuses to talk to President Zelensky, calling his leadership illegitimate. Putin even suggested that the crisis in Ukraine might have been prevented if US President Donald Trump had been in power at that time. These statements align with President Trump's recent reiteration of the need to end the horrible Russia-Ukraine war. Trump has long claimed that the conflict would not have occurred under his administration and has expressed a desire to negotiate a resolution. So, will Trump actually pull the plug on US aid? And if he does that mean Ukraine is on borrowed time? For now, the battle rages on. But if Putin is right, the next 60 days could change everything.
Is China building a superweapon disguised as a scientific breakthrough? A massive fusion reactor dubbed the Artificial Sun is under construction in the southwestern city of Mianyang. On paper, it's a game changer for clean energy that could power entire cities with limitless renewable energy. But experts fear that this same facility could be used to develop the world's deadliest nuclear weapon. So is this the dawn of a new energy era? Or is China quietly preparing for a nuclear arms race like never before? Our next report unpacks this for you.
China has made headlines for its rapid advancements in nuclear technology. But this time, it's not just about energy. It's about power, influence, and military dominance. Satellite images show that Mianyang Fusion Research Center is even bigger than the US National Ignition Facility, the most advanced nuclear lab in the world. The facility reportedly features a laser bay and a central fusion chamber, where hydrogen atoms are fused together, mimicking the sun's core. If successful, this could create an unlimited supply of energy, or, as some fear, a whole new class of nuclear weapons. Experts say any country with a facility of this scale could boost its nuclear arsenal without ever conducting physical tests. In other words, China could design, refine, and mass produce nuclear bombs in secret. And the concerns don't stop there. Back in November 2020, US intelligence released satellite images showing China expanding its nuclear weapons research facilities. One of those locations was Mianyang. Experts now believe Beijing could be using the site to develop next-generation nuclear warheads, ones that could be far deadlier than anything seen before. The Chinese government, however, insists that the project is purely for scientific research. Just last week, Chinese scientists set a new global record, sustaining plasma temperatures of 100 million degrees Celsius for over 1,086 seconds, nearly 18 minutes straight. For comparison, the sun's core is only 15 million degrees. So, is China on the verge of an energy revolution? Or is Beijing quietly creating the most lethal nuclear weapon ever known? One thing is clear: China's nuclear ambitions are pushing science, security, and global politics into uncharted territory. If this artificial sun is truly meant for clean energy, it could change the world. But if it's used for nuclear warfare, the consequences could be catastrophic.
A year apart, a war that tore families to shreds, and now a reunion that speaks louder than words. In a moment of pure emotion, Palestinian Mahmoud al-Atut from northern Gaza finally embraced his twin brother Ibrahim after a year-long separation. The reunion unfolded in Gaza City, where crowds streamed back north following a crucial breakthrough in ceasefire negotiations. Take a look at the heartwarming scene as we leave you with these visuals.
أبوي روح يا إبراهيم، أبوي روح، أبوي روح، أبوي اشتاق لك يا خيال الله، اشتاق لك انا، اشتاق لك، اشتاق لك انا يا خيال. قوم يا خيال، قوم يا خيال، قوم، قوم يا خيال، يا خيال. وين بناتك؟ وين بناتك؟ وين بناتك؟ وين بناتك؟ وين مع مين؟ شكرا يا رب، شكرا يا رب، شكرا يا رب. لله اللي شفتك يا رب. الحمد لله اللي شفتك. دايما اخاف
That's all we have for you in this edition of Crossfire. See you again tomorrow.